In a small town outside Dallas, Texas, lived a 68-year-old man named George Miller. George wasn't perfect, but he tried all his life. He worked at construction for 40 years, raised his only son alone after his wife passed away, and believed that one day, his son would look at him with pride. But dreams don't always turn into reality. His son Michael grew up, became a successful real estate agent in Houston, got busy, got married, and slowly, painfully forgot his father. Phone calls turned into short texts. Texts turned into read but no reply. Eventually nothing. George decided to surprise his son on his birthday. He got on a bus with a small handmade gift. A wooden photo frame he carved himself. Something cheap but full of love. When he reached Michael's house, he didn't even get past the front door. Michael's wife opened it. She looked uncomfortable. We're actually leaving. Maybe next time, she said politely. George smiled politely back. No problem. I'll come again. But inside something broke. He walked away slowly, clutching the gift. Behind him he heard laughter, party laughter from inside. He wasn't invited. He wasn't wanted. It started raining heavily. George waited at a bus stop, shivering in the cold. He thought about going back, knocking again. Just one hug. Just one picture together. Maybe that's all he needed. But he didn't. Because rejection hurts more the second. A stranger's voice. Sir, are you okay? George turned. A middle-aged African-American man around 45, wearing a delivery uniform, stood beside him holding a box. My car broke down. You waiting for someone? George tried to smile. No. Just going home. The man noticed George trembling and without hesitation took off his jacket, placing it on his shoulders. My name's Andre, he said. Come sit inside my van, it's warmer. I'll call you an Uber. George hesitated, but Andre insisted. They talked. They talked like men who had known each other for years. George spoke about losing his wife, raising Michael alone. How proud he was. How forgotten he felt now. Andre listened. Really listened. No judgment, no advice, just presence. Before George got out, Andre said something gentle. Sometimes blood doesn't make families, sir. Love does. Those words hit George harder than any rejection. But something unexpected happened. Andre began visiting him, bringing groceries occasionally, sometimes just sitting on the porch talking about life. He introduced George to his wife and 2 daughters. They called him Grandpa G. They hugged him. They prayed for him on Sundays. His birthday became a celebration again. The house that once echoed silence now echoed laughter. One afternoon, Michael received a call from the hospital. His father had slipped in the grocery store. Nothing life-threatening, just a fracture. Michael rushed there, guilty, nervous, rehearsing what to say. But when he arrived, he found Andre's family already there. Andre's daughters had made get-well cards. His wife brought homemade soup. George looked happy, genuinely happy. Michael froze when he saw his father smiling at strangers who treated him like family. For the first time in years he realized what he'd done. Father and son, silent moment. Michael sat down beside him. Dad, I'm sorry. George looked into his son's eyes, searching for sincerity. It's okay, he said softly. You have your life. I don't blame you. Michael felt a tear sliding down his cheek. He tried to hold his father's hand. This time George let him. After recovery, Michael began visiting more often, slowly, awkwardly, but he tried. He apologized to Andre, and Andre simply said, families help each other. That's what we are, right? No anger. No jealousy. Just kindness. George passed away peacefully at the age of 75. At the funeral, Michael stood on one side, Andre on the other. Everyone cried. But Andre's daughters cried like they lost their grandfather. Michael delivered a short speech, his voice shaking. My father taught me love by giving me a home. And when I forgot, someone else reminded me. I will never forget that again.